Hey guys, so today's video we are going to be talking about my makeup and beauty favorites for the month of September. I cannot believe that it is September. Mind blown. I have been testing out a lot of makeup this month and I blame it on the colder weather. For some reason, whenever it's colder outside, I want to create so many different eye looks and I have a lot of makeup today. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I do upload beauty and lifestyle content Monday and Friday at 2. I've been loving this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I got the wrong color. I got the shade in Gobi and it's way too light for me, but I've been making it work and I love the finish of this foundation. It has like a soft natural matte finish. This foundation does have 34 shade options, which is really great. You for sure would more than likely be able to find your color. For a full coverage foundation, you don't feel like you're wearing any foundation. It's so lightweight and it looks so pretty and your skin just looks naturally flawless, and I don't know, there's just something about this foundation. I was doing a little bit of research on this foundation and trying to figure out why I've been loving this so much. This foundation has fruit extracts in it, which is supposed to like smooth your skin and eliminate texture gradually. So the more you wear this, the more those fruit extracts, it specifically has raspberry, apple, and watermelon that's supposed to like smooth out your texture over time. I am gonna get the right shade in this foundation. I've tried NARS foundations in the past and so many of them have broken me out. So I've been doing all this research trying to figure out what ingredient in those foundations has been breaking me out. This is the only NARS foundation that has not broken me out and my skin loves it. I love how this looks on my skin. Normally I only have one foundation for these monthly beauty favorites videos, but I actually have another one. And this one is actually way more affordable than the NARS Natural Long Radiant Foundation. This one is very expensive. This one by Wet n Wild is not. And it's a stick foundation. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Soft Beige. With this foundation, I get a really pretty natural dewy finish. And it doesn't last as long as my NARS Longwear Foundation, but this one is perfect for daily wear because it's so natural and it's very buildable. You can get the full coverage with a makeup brush. I like using my Morphe brush with this foundation, but you can use a sponge to blend it out if you want it very natural. I like to have a little bit more coverage, so that's why I like using my Morphe brush. But really great foundation, super cheap, great alternative to the Natural Longwear Foundation by NARS, and I've been loving them both. So I am going to jump right into talking about my favorite eye palette because I've been using it so much this month, it's not even funny. The Natasha Denona Sunrise Palette. I am in love with these eyeshadows. All of them. I have used every single one and I've already come up with so many looks. The mirror's already like so dirty. That's disgusting. This Natasha Denona Sunrise Eye Palette comes with 15 eyeshadows. There are so many warm metallics in this, so many warm matte shades. It is a makeup girl's dream palette. And especially since this is a little bit more affordable than her bigger eyeshadow palettes. She just came out with that Metropolis palette and I want it so bad, but I can't have it. I can't do it. I cannot spend that much money on an eye palette right now. I've been doing so many makeup looks with this Sunrise palette. Like, I need to like use something else because I gotta stop using that all the time. This would be an amazing Christmas present for someone, you know, because it's not as expensive as her other bigger eyeshadow palettes, but it's still her great formula. Like, her formula is amazing. Granted, I've never tried Pat McGrath eyeshadows and I want to so bad. So I think I'm actually going to invest in purchasing some Pat McGrath eyeshadows because I kind of want to compare the two because I hear so much about these buttery blendable formulas and I completely agree that this formula is so good. Like, this is an amazing eyeshadow formula. Like, you don't get eyeshadow formulas like this in the drugstore. So in my opinion, I think that these type of palettes are worth it, especially if you use eyeshadows a lot like I do. I use eyeshadows every day. So yeah, for my affordable eyeshadow palette find this month, the Makeup Revolution Pro. Is Revolution makeup the same as Revolution Pro? I'm so confused about that because I noticed that on Ulta and I can't figure out if they're the same brand or if they're different. Somebody let me know because I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, this is the Revolution Reloaded Neutrals 2 palette. Between these two palettes, I have been set on warm fall eyeshadow looks. I have been using this palette so much, it's not even funny. When you are initially putting on this eyeshadow, it looks really bold and bright and beautiful, and the eyeshadows just like are very, very pigmented. But once you wear it throughout the day, the eyeshadow fades quite a bit. So these eyeshadows don't last very long, but the colors are really pretty. So like this type of eyeshadow palette would be really pretty for like photo shoots and stuff. Just if it's not being worn for like long periods of time or something. The one color that I have been going to all month has been this shade right here. It's so intense, and I've already talked about it, so I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's such a crazy intense color. It's beautiful. All of these shades for the most part are really nice and blendable. There's some really pretty mattes in here that you can get a really pretty natural eye makeup look, and I will have makeup looks coming up with this palette, as I said in my drugstore video. For $7, this has amazing value. These eyeshadows are really fun. They have a lot of kick up, a lot of powder and everything, but they're very pigmented and they're all beautiful colors. And yeah, I would highly recommend this to you if you want to test out some newer eyeshadows but you don't want to spend the money on it. So this is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Eyelash Primer. You put this on your eyelashes before you go in with your mascara, and it makes your eyelashes look like you have falsies. So once you put it on, you go on top with your mascara, and after it's all dried down and everything, you have volumized, lifted eyelashes. So I was at first confused why this primer was like a brown white color, but apparently that is supposed to help you find each eyelash and make sure that it's fully coated before you go in with your mascara. I just find it a little bit inconvenient sometimes because you have to go over it a couple times with your mascara to hide that color. So you do have to work with this a little bit, but once you figure it out and once you find the best mascara to pair it with, you will not be disappointed because this really does make your eyelashes look like you have falsies on. And I like pairing it with the Grandiose Extreme Mascara from Lancome. This is a very, very expensive mascara. Both of these are expensive, but it is my favorite mascara to wear on top of this Velvet Eyelash Primer. I have finally found a liquid liner that is comparable to my Kat Von D tattoo liner. The Hank & Henry Blickety Black Longwear Liquid Eyeliner. This liquid liner dries down to a really beautiful, soft, matte black. It is so precise. I can get the tiniest little flick and it never dries out. There is always enough product on the tip of the pen to get a precise, exact cat eye flick. And this doesn't pick up all the eyeshadow or get crusted on the felt tip like other eyeliners. I don't know what this magic is, but I love it. This is the Appeal Gel Liner. I am in the shade Deep Taupe. But I've been using this on my waterline, and this is so gentle and easy to work with. This type of pencil usually doesn't get a lot of pigmented color on my waterline, but this one does, and it stays. It's so creamy and the pigmentation is so good. Beautiful brown color. Really, really been loving this pencil. I've been wearing it a lot with my smoky brown eye looks, coppery eye looks, burgundy eye looks, you name it, I probably have worn it. This next product was actually gifted to me by Mia Adora Beauty, so I will leave a coupon code down below if you want to purchase this eyebrow pencil. I don't get paid or anything for this product, they just send it to me to test it out, and I have been loving it. It's the perfect alternative for me because it's not as expensive as my Anastasia brow is. I'll link my brow routine video in the description box below so that you can see what I have to say exactly about this brow pencil, but I have been loving it this month and I've been using it on my eyebrows on camera, off camera, all the time. So enough said about that. For my lip products this month, I have been loving this Revolution Pro lipstick. This is in the color Cashmere. It's a little bit more matte than the ColourPop lipsticks, which means that it's a little bit more powdery. This lipstick was $9, so it's a little bit more than ColourPop, but I'm not exactly sure why I like this and why I've been wearing it so much. I just know that I have been. The formula is a little bit more matte and powdery than I'm used to with lipsticks. The ColourPop formula is so creamy, and even the matte formula is so easy to apply. You have to apply more than you would with the ColourPop. I don't know, you have to take a little bit more time with this, I would say. But I do love the color, and I think that's the main reason why I love this so much. This has been my favorite lipstick to transition from the summer into the fall. I think that's why I've been turning to this so much, because the formula in itself isn't amazing, especially for $9. You could totally get a lipstick just like this from ColourPop and it's cheaper. So I can't quite place why I like this so much. I think it might be because of the packaging. Honestly, it has leopard print packaging, and I kind of have a thing for that right now. But I do like this lipstick, and I have been wearing it quite a bit, and I've been using it mainly as my transition shade, but it is an affordable lipstick, and it's really cute, and I like the color, so can't be too picky. I have been loving the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour Cream. I'm in the shade Fair. I'm wearing it today as like my contour and bronze. This contour cream is so easy to blend out. It's warm enough that you can use it as a bronzer, but cool enough that you can use it as a contour cream. So to me, that is like a lifesaver. So if you're doing a really quick makeup look and you don't have time to bronze up your skin, you got it all in one. Like, it's amazing. I love it, and it's great for the woman who is on the go. One thing that I mentioned in my first impressions from Sephora, it's so tiny. Like, look at that. That is, look, so tiny. Not very much product in there, but I will say you only need a little bit to blend out and you're good. But I am going to be carrying this with me when I travel because this is amazing. I've been using this Moda detail brush to lighten my inner corner. The shape of this brush is perfect, and it grabs onto the perfect amount of product. Yeah, I've just been using this a lot with my makeup looks recently, and this also was another box charm. I also love the packaging. It's so sleek and black and, I don't know, very, very classy. The shape of this brush just makes it really easy to get a precise inner corner highlight, and it packs it on enough so that it's bright and it catches the light. It's so pretty. So another lipstick that I've been loving has been the Bite Beauty Caramelized Lipstick. Let me put it on top of this. First of all, it smells amazing. Yeah, I can't quite place it. It's almost like a little bit sweet. I don't know, but it smells really good. I actually got these when Sephora had them on sale. These were like $4, and normally they're like $18. So yeah, look out for sales because these went down drastically. And the only thing with these is that you will have to reapply them because it's almost like a lip gloss, but it's much thicker. So I wouldn't suggest like getting a coffee and drinking out of them because that's what happens. I have been loving this formula, and it's so smooth on the lips, and your lips feel nourished when you wear this. So comfortable, so flattering. I love this lipstick so much. I have a few skincare items that I've been using quite a bit this month because I have been struggling with sickness a lot. The Hydrobiotic Sleeping Mask by Dr. Brandt. This mask has saved my skin this past month. When I first put this on, it reminded me of a mixture of the Johnson sleeping lotion with tea tree oil. That's kind of what it reminded me of, which is a good thing. That's not bad. But I have been so sick these past few weeks, and I've been using this to refresh my skin and give it the nutrients that it needs. And my skin looks so much better after I've been using this mask. You let this mask just sink in your skin overnight and then you wash it off in the morning. My skin looks so healthy and supple and full in the morning. I like the fact that this one just sinks into your skin and it is not visible. This was definitely a treat for me as I've been recovering from some type of bug, flu bug, I don't know. Another skincare product that has been saving my poor face this month has been the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I've mentioned this in other videos, but I love this eye cream. This cream has been a part of my morning skin routine for a while now. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a skincare video very soon, so maybe I'll come up with something soon for you guys. My last favorite has to be these glasses. I love these glasses, and I'll be sure to link them down below, but I like the bigger frames better than the smaller frames, if that makes sense. But anyway, that is all that I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!